I'll just get some footsteps. Welcome to the third episode of the Spray Synth Pop Masterclass podcast. And you find us rambling through the Forest of Bowland. Jennifer, are we rambling through the Forest of Bowland?
We are indeed. He's made me go on a walk, viewers.
These aren't special effects. These are genuine bird song in the sky, genuine footsteps on the tarmac as we saunter down a country lane.
I'm outside. He's made me come outside.
And this whole endeavour is to promote our forthcoming remix EP, ReSpray Volume 2, which we will either talk to you about now or we'll wait until we get back in the studio and have reminded ourselves what is actually on the forthcoming remix EP2. But Jennifer, what have you been up to since the last Spray Synth Pop Masterclass podcast?
What have I been up to?
Oh.
Went to a barbecue today.
How was it?
It was really nice.
Oh, good.
The entire family were there. I think you were there too, weren't you?
I was, yeah, but I was keeping myself to myself. I don't like to draw attention to myself because I'm kind of a big deal around these parts. Watching any good telly lately?
Yes. Oh, did you want to know what?
Murderbot.
No, that was shit.
She doesn't like Murderbot, ladies and gentlemen.
That's awful. And I really like Alexander Skarsgård.
She's an idiot. Watched any good films lately?
Yes. We watched The Ballad of Wallace Island.
Oh, everybody's told us to watch that. I mean, it's on our list.
It's very nice. It's not quite paced correctly, but it's a really lovely film. Very good performances from everybody involved, and we really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you, Mark Kermode, for that expressive review.
Did you watch the Beavers one?
Not yet, no. We've watched the first 10 minutes of it. It looks a bit intense, so we've put it off. But this is Angry Beavers.
Hundreds of beavers.
Hundreds of beavers.
You can't,
12 angry beavers.
No, you can't eat your tea while you're watching it. You have to pay complete attention. But it's absolutely bizarre, zany, but really funny. And yeah, surprisingly good.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it then. You mean you can't watch your tea while watching it because it's got reading on it?
There's some reading, but I think there's a little bit of reading, but mostly there's no dialogue.
Right.
So you have to pay attention to the visuals. You have to pay attention to what's going on the screen.
So, why don't you describe to the viewers what you can see at the moment?
So, currently, there's lots of hedges and trees. Oh, there's some cows. Hello, cows. I can hear some sheep in the distance.
What are the sheep doing?
They're just standing about in the fields.
Right. What noise do sheep make?
I'm not playing your silly games.
We can see Pendle Hill in the distance, but yeah, there's very little else you can see from this juncture at the moment.
It's very pleasant.
It is very pleasant. It's very warm indeed.
So warm.
Well, that'll do for that, for the intro part. We'll go back to the studio now and we'll listen to the songs on ReSpray Volume 2 and we'll tell you all about them in an entertaining and informative manner. So next time you hear from us, we'll be on a much better microphone.
Hello. I'm recording.
We should at some point do a video because now everybody's pivoting to video on these things.
Are they?
Dickie from the Hotbot said, you should do it in video because, it'll get a lot more viewers then, as it were.
Oh, I see, yes.
We'll get the numbers up, so maybe we'll try that for the next one. Oh, I'll tell you what, Ben from Alf's Planning had an idea for one of these. He said he would interview us using old copies of Smash It.
Yes.
And the questions from old Smash Hits, and we'd answer them like that. So maybe the next one we'll get him involved with that.
That'll be good. We do, if we're going to, would it be like video like this?
I don't know. We do look kind of cool in this.
We do. It would be better if we were in the same spot, though, wouldn't it?
Yes, it's the Spray Synth Pop Masterclass with me, Ricardo Waterbarn.
And me, Jenny McLaren.
And we're indoors, and we're going to talk about the second ReSpray EP, which is coming out at the end of this week on the 18th of July.
Good. Hello, everybody. I'm happy to be back inside now.
We all are. We all are happy to be inside. The outdoors is very disappointing. The first song on ReSpray Volume 2 is a new version of So Close.
There'll be a proper bit of the song there.
Which was on our first album, Living in Neon, back in 2002. It's quite good.
It is. I like this one. I don't know if we should do spoilers, but I'm suggesting we do this on the live shows coming up later this year. Although, will there be live shows later this year? I don't know if they've been released, this information yet. There might be shows later on this year.
I think the information has been announced. I think that by now has been announced. We're talking to you from the past, and I think
yes,
in the future, these shows will have been announced. Yeah, I thought that, because when I'd started doing this remix of it, it's ReSpray, sorry, I did think it would work well in a live environment.
Definitely.
It's kind of an uplifting kind of thing. So yeah, it'll be in the live set. The original version sounds quite Erasure-y. I think it's the closest we ever got to sounding like Erasure.
Yes, definitely. I would agree with that. It's always been a good favourite. It's one of them you forget about, and then when you hear it again, it's very good.
Excellent.
We shouldn't say that about our own songs. It's excellent. We love it.
It does sound like, had we been on a major label, it would have been a single off the album. It's good. It's one of those songs.
Yeah.
The concept of the song is it's about Zeno's paradox of motion. As a young boy, I invented a mind-bending mathematical theorem where I thought that, to get from point A to point B in space, you have to pass through an infinite number of points. Now, as you can never reach infinity, therefore you can never reach point B. And I thought this was incredibly clever of me, and that was a genius. But now it turns out that this guy Zeno, like historical boffin from thousands of years ago, had come up with the same principle, but
he'd already thought about it.
He had, and he'd summarised it as the arc of an arrow. You see, if you're firing an arrow from somewhere, at some point the arrow has to go through the halfway point.
Yes.
And then it has to go through the halfway point with what's left. And then it's got to go to the halfway point of that, and the halfway point, and the halfway point, and the halfway point, and so on, infinitely smaller. I can't remember the solution to this problem. It's something to do with time. He'd forgotten to factor time into the equation. However, I thought, what an interesting idea for a song,
yes,
that you could never get truly close to somebody because of Zeno's paradox of motion.
Exactly.
It's a Spray love song where everybody's miserable.
That's most of Spray's love songs. But yeah, he used it's not mathematical. Is it more of a philosophical paradox? It does have groundings though in mathematics and things like that, doesn't it? Because I think they've disproved it using mathematics.
No, they must have, because it must.
But I also
go on.
I read a little bit about him, and they call it absurdist, I think, these kind of paradoxes that he comes up with, because they are obviously not right.
Yeah.
But the way you look at them and break them down makes sense until you actually go, well, the arrow does reach its destination. Because another of his is that it's like the tortoise and the hare.
Yes.
The tortoise gets a head start and is obviously slower than the hare, but the hare will never catch the tortoise because as soon as he gets close to the tortoise has already moved on, or something like that.
Yeah, all right, yeah. It's a thought experiment, isn't it?
It's a thought experiment, isn't it? Yes, exactly that. I love it though. Yes.
We should do an entire concept album of these, to be honest, shouldn't we?
We could do.
I'm on board for this.
You're making notes now.
No, I'm just looking to see where my cursor had gone on the screen, making sure everything's still fine after me slight upset at the start.
Are we still recording? Can you still hear us?
We're still recording. So yeah, but that's so close. It always deserved to be a single, and now it sort of is. We haven't. The other thing is, we haven't done these. These aren't great radical remixes. These aren't like 12-minute dub mixes where Jennifer doesn't even appear or something like that.
Thank the Lord.
They're pretty standard remixes. They're just updates, really.
Yeah.
So if you're expecting like, endless drum loops and things and disco breakdowns, it's not going to happen. So maybe
you'll be sorely disappointed.
Well, I'm thinking if enough people complain about the fact that they're only sort of radio edit remixes, maybe we'll do a fifth volume later on and with the extended ones or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really thought this through, to be honest. No,
but they're a little bit of a polish and a little bit of a zhuzh, aren't they, really, to make them sparkle again.
As is the second song, I'm Beginning to Think That People Don't Like Me, one of our classic long titles.
I'm beginning to think that people don't like me, beginning to think the world was built to spite me, beginning to think life's not on my side, but what a ride, let's take a ride. I'm beginning to think that people don't like me, beginning to think the world was built to spite me, beginning to think life's not on my side, but what
Although it's a very good
Yes.
song from Children of a Laser God in 2006, I do remember it being problematic because we couldn't really work out how to mix it, or at least I couldn't. I think you cleared off by then.
Oh, I'd left by then. I leave all the hard stuff to him.
It's one of those songs where whatever you did, it didn't sound right, and it was a real struggle to finish it off. And I still don't think it's fine, but I still don't think it sounds all right. Which is why it got the ReSpray treatment now.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean, actually. Yes, it was never quite what we thought it should be.
It didn't have the magic.
When we recorded
It
it.
didn't have the magic about it.
Yes, but it does now.
Well, I hope so. It's a bit. Maybe glossy is the right word.
Yeah, yeah,
It's catchy. It's a catchy song.
it is. And like you say, it's got that lovely long, stupidly long title.
Because
for no reason at all.
I had been to Arizona, as I may have mentioned in the previous podcast, working with Glen Campbell.
Oh, you've never told me about that before.
And I had this idea of writing a song for Glen in a country style.
Oh.
Because we hadn't had a direct conduit to him. I thought, why don't we try writing a country song that Glen could record, but also be a slightly quirkier Spray kind of song rather than just cowboy's wife's done left him kind of nonsense.
Forgive me, it doesn't sound very country.
Well, I can't remember it sounding very country either, to be honest. But it has got a sort of that title is sort of a bit country, isn't it? I'm beginning to think that people don't like it. It's kind of.
I suppose.
There's a sense of humour about a lot of country records that doesn't exist in a lot of other pop music.
Yes.
It's not all shite.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm beginning to think there people don't like me. No, it doesn't work. Don't put that in.
We never sent it to him in the end, and the idea didn't really take off. But of course, it did turn into a nice Spray song. I'm trying to think if we did any other songs with the idea of Glen being in them, but I can't really remember. I have no recollection whatsoever.
No. We should have done though, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should have. We didn't.
Should have written him all the songs.
We didn't know what we had. We had that direct line to the biggest country star in the world, and we just didn't use or abuse that contact. Nevertheless, you learn from your mistakes. The third song on the ReSpray EP is Fake Controversy, coincidentally, Moo's Product. Another long title.
All the ignorance that you can muster if you could act coy will help disguise the way that this seems rather calculated. Oh, that's so controversial. It is career-ending. Oh, that's so controversial. It cannot be defended.
Again, another long title.
And I have no real memory of how this came to be, other than the backing track was imported from. At the time, I was trying to write songs for the people. My publisher was pitching songs to other artists, and it will probably have had a more banal lyric on it. And then by the time we came to do Enforced Fun, we reused a lot of these songs I'd written. We took the banal lyrics off, and you did the proper zany Spray vocals. And
Yes.
that's why Enforced Fun sounds like it does, because a lot of the songs were taken from commercial songwriting prospects.
Yes.
They're trying to sound sometimes like other songs. They got remixed before being Spray, but there's a certain commerciality about Enforced Fun. It's quite Go on.
I had a quick listen to this after having not listened to it for a while. Obviously, the listening to it now with this being the ReSpray project. And I noticed, I feel like, anyway, my vocal was it was more kind of commercially, kind of poppy. Not American, but in that kind of vein. I don't know whether we were just, anyway.
I don't know whether we were just coming back to it fresh because we hadn't recorded songs for a couple of years, but I don't really know.
It was, it was. I was going to say this is from a more recent album, but it's still a long time ago, isn't it? But we'd had, as you said, we'd had a little bit of a break, hadn't we, from
making
writing songs.
10th anniversary next year, so maybe we should do something for that. Maybe we should play the entire album in full live.
Maybe.
But yeah, the original version had a long disco intro, the original album version, with Barry Thumbs, one of Phil Fletcher's characters, because we get Phil
Oh, yeah.
on all our projects. It had Barry Thumbs as a sort of mobile DJ introducing the song sort of thing.
Right, yes.
Trying to inspire everybody to get on the floor. And I hope he succeeded.
And that you did indeed get on the floor.
But it's a timeless message. Fake controversy consistently moves product. As we've seen, as we are recording this, it's baking hot in here, which is why we're flagging a bit. But, there's plenty of pop controversy happening as we speak from Glastonbury, and all those acts are going to sell a lot of records on the back of it. It's a...
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's one of those things, again, that you wrote ages ago, but it's still relevant. It's still relevant
timeless.
At this point.
We are.
Although some people do get cancelled and then never seen of again.
Name one band who's been cancelled and never seen again.
Well, we haven't seen of them. We haven't seen them again, so I've forgotten about them.
See, I don't believe in cancel culture. I don't think it exists. Everybody who claims to have been cancelled is still out there yelling away.
Yeah, but we maybe listen to them less.
So where were we? And
Anyway.
To finish off the EP, there is a new version of it's an old version of an even older version of I Am Gothic by Synthetic FM, Bobby Clark, who did a remix of I Am Gothic for the I Am Gothic Remix project back in 2003. He updated it in 2009, but didn't tell anybody. Until now, when he realised he had this remix in his archive, and he sent it to me, and I thought, that's good enough to put on the remix EP as a little treat for the fans. Apparently, he's also working on a new version, which we haven't yet heard.
Oh, what, of I Am Gothic?
Yeah.
Another new version of that.
You see,
Wow.
All Synthetic FM does is remix I Am Gothic. That's all he does, all the live
the
long
only
day.
thing they do. Oh, that's nice of them.
There's not a lot we can say about that, other than I Am Gothic was our biggest hit.
Yes.
From the offset, it's been extraordinarily popular. It was on Radio 1 once.
Was it?
Yeah. And
What was that?
I mentioned about Goths played it at the start.
Oh, yeah. And the goths love it.
Yeah. We've played it live to crowds of Goths.
Which is nice.
We've had video sent to us of
Yeah.
crowds of Goths gloomily dancing to it.
Yes.
But then, obviously, in 2003, we did the I Am Gothic remix project as a way of extending the lifespan of the Living in Neon album. And it turns out that really long version of I Am Gothic on that is the most popular version on Spotify.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had no idea until I looked earlier today. People like the 2003 6-minute single version.
Blimey. Who knew?
Not me. Oh, it's too obvious.
It's too hot for podcasting.
Yeah.
So that was the 4 songs on the next ReSpray EP. So it's EP number 2. Do we call it EP? Volume, sorry.
I can't remember if it's a volume.
ReSpray.
I don't think it's.
Volume 2.
I don't think it's specified.
And it's out when? The 18th?
18th of July, yes.
18th of July.
But yeah, Spray will be going on tour. I can't remember the dates offhand, but in October we will be around the nation.
We will.
Everywhere. The first weekend, second weekend, and the third weekend. The third weekend in October we will be in Preston supporting Erasure.
Erasured.
The world's #1 Erasure tribute act. But the 2 weekends prior to that, we'll be on our own little tour around the nation. I think there's 5 or 6 dates
That's
planned.
right.
I think something's on the cards for November as well. So
Yes.
all the details will be down below.
We're very excited to be getting back out there on the road.
On the road, on the rock and roll highway to hell.
So do come and see us.
So what have you been up to lately?
We did this at the beginning, didn't we? Although I was going to say we haven't mentioned Debbie yet. So I did see her at the weekend. Me and my partner went to visit Debbie and her husband at Lark Lane, which is a lovely area of Liverpool, to see the food market. And I bought some lovely coffee.
That's Debbie, who now is getting a mention every podcast for some reason.
Well, we mentioned her accidentally twice, and now she'll expect it.
I suppose that's a fair point. I had we did talking to Phil Fletcher from earlier
Yes.
in his role as Barry Thumbs on Fake Controversy. He was round the Spray studio last week because every Spray album he had his backing vocals.
His dulcet tones.
We have started recording a new album. Phil has been round to add some vocals to what we've been doing. So that's something to look forward to. I don't know when that'll come out, if ever. Still waiting for Sony Records to come in and sign the album. Yes, the Spray recording sessions have been mixing sessions and recording sessions have been continuing apace.
Yes.
We should record these in the evening when it's cooler.
Should we say goodbye to the nice people then?
I suppose we'd better. I mean, I'm dripping. I'm literally dripping here. So thank you for listening, boys and girls. We will be back towards the end of August, I think, with Volume 3 of the ReSpray EP, and there's some great fun tracks on that you will very much enjoy.
Yes, thank you so much for listening, and we hope you enjoy this Volume 2.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.